Earlier this week, Virginia Democrats took full control of the state house for the first time in a generation. One of those wins was by Ghazala Hashmi. She unseated an incumbent Republican state senator and will be the first Muslim American woman to serve in the Virginia State Senate. Here's some of what she told supporters Tuesday night.
This victory is not mine alone. It belongs to all of you who believed that we need to make progressive change here in Virginia.
And Ghazala Hashmi joins me now from Richmond, Virginia. Thank you so much for joining us. I know you've spoken about this before, but can you remind our viewers what made you want to run for public office in the first place?
Well, good evening, and thank you. Yes, it was in February 2017, and it was really the result of the Trump administration's imposition of the Muslim ban. I had a moment of panic where I had to wonder whether, after living here nearly 50 years in the country, whether I had a home anymore, whether I was welcome here. And I had to prove that answer, not just for myself, but for so many people who feel marginalized. And Tuesday's election was a sign that we absolutely embrace diversity in this country.
And you must not have been the only person feeling that way. You weren't the only Muslim woman to win a race in Virginia this week. 3 others did too. So what do you think that says about what Virginians are looking for?
Well, this has been such a positive campaign and just a tremendous experience, not just for myself, but for so many people throughout the country. I've been getting messages and phone calls from people throughout the nation, and people see it as a sign of hope that we really are a nation that embraces diversity and that we value the premise of inclusivity. And so many people have just been buoyed and feel optimistic about the future.
What's interesting, though, is the Richmond Times-Dispatch described your race as one of the most competitive in the state. So how much do you attribute Tuesday night's results to the president's unpopularity or perhaps the issues you ran on?
So I know there was an undercurrent of people feeling very disenfranchised and also distressed over national level politics. But what I heard the most when I was talking to voters at the doors and speaking to so many folks in the community is that they really wanted a Virginia Assembly that focuses on the issues that matter to them. And the issues that were at the top of the concern for many of my voters were revolving around making sure that we have quality public education, that we support health care access to all Virginians, and that we really focus on common sense gun safety legislation. And so my campaign concentrated on those 3 areas, and voters responded to that.
So how much progress do you think you can make on those issues now that Democrats control the legislature in Virginia?
I think we can move very effectively and positively in responding to what the majority of Virginians want to see happen, because we control the House of Delegates as well as the state Senate and the governorship. We're going to be able to make important changes in areas of education, health care access, and gun safety legislation. And we're also going to be able to hopefully ratify the ERA amendment.
Ghazala Hashmi, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.